test out my new Cricut Mug Press. I am so excited about it. I actually purchased it a few days ago. I haven't tested it out just yet, only because I just wanted to come on here, be able to experience it with you all to see exactly how this works. I've never personally have pressed on a mug before, so this definitely should be an experience for both of us. So I just wanted to come on here and just test it out. Let's test the image on a mug and let's see how this actually works. I will give my honest opinion on the machine and give my recommendation as far as if I personally think if it's worth purchasing. So before we get started, if y'all could please subscribe to my channel, if you could share this video, and if you can give it a thumbs up. So with that being said, let's get started. All right, you guys. So I have already went out and I have printed off of my image that I'm going to use on my mug. I will make sure to do another video showing you all exactly how to go in and to edit out your image, to be able to size it up correctly for the mug, be able to print it out and all that good stuff. But for this particular video, I just went ahead and I just printed out the image. So we're gonna get it cut out and we're gonna get it placed on the mug and get it placed into our press and see exactly what it does. So let's get started. Alright, you all, so what you're going to want to do is I've already cut out my image. For this particular design, I did this as a 3.7 by 4.5. So you just want to just cut around the image. I normally just cut out, as much as the white as I possibly can. And then Cricut, they do make their own mugs. They sell them right in your local craft store. So you can either purchase these. I'm pretty sure that you probably can purchase the mugs that they designed for sublimation, but I just went ahead and I just bought the Cricut brand. I purchased these out of Michael's and I actually got them on sale. So like I said, you can either go with the Cricut brand mugs or either you can probably just purchase some mugs made for sublimation. So what we're going to want to do is you want to take your mug press and you want to take a lint roller and just go across it. And this is just to remove any type of fibers or anything or lint or anything that could potentially be on the mug, because you just have to remember that if anything is on the mug as far as like lint or anything, it will show up on your design and you don't want to do that. You don't want to waste a mug or anything. Alright, so next thing that we're going to do is we're going to place the image onto the mug. We're going to put some heat tape around the image to hold it in place so that way we don't get any ghosting. Then after we do that, we're going to set it into our mug press, and after we do that, it will be the final reveal. So let's get started on that. Alright, you all, so we have finally come to the step where it is time to place our image on our mug, and then we are going to place it into the press to see exactly what it does. So we want to take our mug, we want to take our cutted image, and then what I also did is I added a piece of parchment paper. You can also do butcher paper as well. And what this does is that it just protects the image from bleeding through anything. But for this particular type of sublimation paper, generally I do not have to use any type of butcher paper or parchment paper. This sublimation paper is super good. We call it BG paper, but it's blanks galore. And her paper is like top notch. It is really good and I highly recommend her sublimation paper. If you ever want to purchase from her website is www.blanksgalore.com, and you can go on there and you can order sublimation paper through her company. And like I said, I highly recommend it. That's the only type of sublimation paper that I do use. But the great thing about it is that you don't have to use butcher paper on top of her sublimation paper because it's not going to bleed through. But if you're doing like t-shirts or hoodies or anything, you don't have to use any on top, but it is very important to place a piece or maybe like paper or something in between the shirt, so that way it does not bleed through, because 9 times out of 10 it will. So you just want to use something to catch any type of ink that bleeds through, so you won't mess up your product. All right, so what we want to do is Oh, and also, you want to make sure that you use heat tape. Heat tape is very important. My heat tape is low. I need to go and purchase some. But it's very important to use heat tape on any sublimation project that you do. The heat tape, what it's gonna do is it's going to prevent your image from moving. You want to prevent your images from moving because what it'll do is it will cause what's called ghosting, and it's going to look like your image is like fading out. So it's very important that you use heat tape on your stuff. Like I said, it's going to keep your image in place, and it's going to have your image coming out looking like how it's supposed to. So I've already placed heat tape around my image. So what we want to do is we're just going to center this, and we want to wrap it tightly, as tight as you possibly can. There, it is centered and it is ready to be placed into the mug press. So let's get started on that next step. All right, so here is our mug press, and after you turn it on, to allow it to heat up, you'll see that it'll be orange. So all you do is you just allow it to just heat up. You know, it's heated up when this is solid green. All right. So what you're going to do is you're going to pull this lever up in order to open up the press. Then you're going to place your mug. Be careful because this thing is hot. Press it in, place your mug in here, handle out, and then you'll just close the lever. And what you're going to do is you'll know when it's finished when this white light gets all the way to the end. That's how you'll know that it's finished. So I don't exactly know how long this is going to take because this is my first time doing this. So I'm going to let this finish up, and then I'll be right back, and then we will see the final results. All right, you all. So it is finished. It has reached its final line. So what we're going to do is that we're going to press this lever up in order to release it. You all, please be very, 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 very careful because this is extremely hot. Now, the handle itself would not be hot. So please just be very careful with removing it. So we want to remove this off of here. I'm going to let this cool down some, and then after it cools down, we will peel it off and we will see exactly what we have. So be right back. All right, you all, now the moment we've all been waiting for. I am absolutely ecstatic to see how this came out. Hopefully I got it right. Like I said, this is my first time using something like this, but we have our mug, and it has cooled down enough in order for me to be able to touch it. Like I said, I mean, just want to allow some time in order for it to cool down because when it comes out, it is extremely hot. I did do a time on the Cricut. It possibly took maybe about 5 minutes in order for it to fully press. So that's just an FYI. I also have my Cricut heat press pillow that I placed it on as well. So we are going to do a reveal. Let's see how this came out. It is still a little hot, but it's not too much that you can't bear. But just be careful with taking it off. I should be using something on my hands to kind of protect it, but I'm impatient and I'm ready to see how this turned out with this being my first time. So we're going to take this off. Oh my gosh, y'all, look! Wow, this is absolutely gorgeous. This is gorgeous. I am like stunned. This is so pretty. Look how vibrant. Look how vibrant those colors are. This is absolutely beautiful. This is so pretty. Y'all, this is pretty. I'm excited about this. I highly, highly, highly recommend the Cricut Mug Press. Looks like this. Comes in this box. They do sell it at your local craft stores. You probably also purchase it online as well, but I purchased mine in Michael's and I paid $1.99 for it. And then they also, like I said, they sell the mugs to go along with it as well. So most definitely I will go with the Cricut mugs just because it's their brand and I will go along with it. But you all, this came out so gorgeous and we are about to have some fun on my channel with coming on here sublimating more mugs. And like I said, I will be sure to make another video walking you all through the process of how you size your images for your mugs and then get it printed out and everything ready to be pressed up. So I am so excited that you all joined me today, and I hope that you all continue to join me on more videos, and I will continue to keep uploading new content on different creations that I make. So with that being said, please be sure to subscribe to my channel. Once again, be sure to share this video and give it a thumbs up, and I'll see y'all later. Bye.